We're going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. The Spice! Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we explored around the Normandy for the first time as its captain, and this time we'll be starting our spacefaring journey. So, we have a lot of options for what we can do. Any one of these dots is somewhere that we can go to. Obviously, it says right there, Novaria, we got Pharos, we got Leo 6, and we also have this asteroid X57. That is part of the Bring Down the Sky DLC. We will be we'll be visiting that later on. But we're actually going to start off by not going to any of those. And we'll start off by going into here. There's a couple of layers to each system. You'll have, well, the first system, or you have, your main star cluster, followed by the individual solar system. And we'll get into a little bit more explanation. Didn't really get to show it from those two that I used as an example, but there are multiple... A lot of systems do have multiple subsystems inside of them. Lots of stuff in there. We'll see what subsystems consist of in a moment.
Coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
So, every so often when we go into a system, we will get a nice little quest from Admiral Hackett. In addition, sometimes we can go through and we can visit different systems. Some of them are just investigation, some have nothing. This one, for example, does have a small little medallion. If we go on, right here, we got a little bit of cobalt. Nothing here, for example. Nothing on Klendagon. Some planets we actually have the option to land on. I will do that in just a moment, because I want to make sure that we go through everything. I believe every system only has 1 planet that you can land on. I could be wrong about that. For when we land on a planet, first things first, we gotta select some squad members. And we will start off with... Let's go with the girl squad. Why not? And welcome to the Mako. The Mako is, well, it's a tank. And oh boy, does it live up to the epithet of tank control. It's better in this version now, but we can, we can explore around, you can drive around, you can do a little bit of a jump. There is, we have a gun, we have not missiles, but it's a heavy cannon. And in Legendary Edition only, you actually have a boost. The Mako is real janky, and it's hilarious. As for the map, we can see a number of different things. So, right here we got some, we got an anomaly, we got some debris, and we've got our biotic compound. That is what Hackett was telling us about. However, there are still some things that aren't shown up on the initial map. So, for example, there is an anomaly over here that we've not gotten any word about from our initial map run-through. The Mako is real good at climbing, and it's even better in Legendary Edition with the addition of the boosters. Mako it's delightfully janky to control, and there's some other fun things with it that we will see as we use it a little bit more. So, we go right up here. Got a cluster of prefab utility shacks. So, a little bit of something. You can also exit the Mako. Do your normal running around. And, another thing we saw there for a moment, I was not actually intending to do that, but you can opt to bypass the minigame by just using a little bit of Omnigel. Not really going to do it. Omnigel doesn't really have too much purpose other than bypassing the minigames, so yeah. I believe it said that there was a ridge to the southwest. So we're just going to keep on driving along. There are plenty of things to find on any planet that you investigate. So, again, there's obviously the few things that are on the map, and there's also some stuff that isn't on your map initially, but it will show up on your minimap as you get closer. You can see right there that there's some stuff pretty far down. There's also a little bit of fall damage, but it's not bad. That might have just been because we slammed into it nose first. And let's just back up a little bit. And sometimes we'll also have just random things. So, new quest grabbed. We also got a wrecked mining vehicle. Get a little bit more information about what's going on here. Didn't actually read it, but don't worry about it. Of course, this is that anomaly that first showed up on our map right at the beginning. Mako is actually, honestly, okay, so it's definitely improved from Mass Effect 1, but the Mako is actually kind of fun to control. It's, again, it is incredibly 2000s. Early 2000s in terms of how well it plays. Whee! Just, it's fun doing a ton of ridiculous stuff with it. We can see that there is a little bit of a red border. If you go past that, you'll be brought back to the Normandy, I think. Electronic skill is too low. Not with that attitude. There we go. Since we're still early game, we are getting some pretty lackluster rewards. But as we level up, we will get better rewards, and salvaging stuff like this is the way that you get ridiculous money. Eventually, I will be selling a ton of stuff, but for now, it's kind of just... Honestly, I don't know how much... Well, I mean, obviously the weapons that your team members have do matter, but mainly it's your weapon, and especially if you are Adept, Engineer, or Sentinel, just use that pistol that you get at Eden Prime. It's so good. Again, I mentioned it when we first got it, that gun can carry you through a lot of the game. It's a mid-game, mid-late game tier weapon, and you get it on the first mission. And my controller got unplugged. There we go.
Moving out.
Another thing that you'll find a lot of times on these planets are mineral deposits. They give you a little bit of money, but I believe there is also a quest for, valuable minerals. For the most part, these don't matter much. A lot of the times you will, again, these are pretty unimportant side quests, the collection ones. One of them does have an effect much later on in the series, but it's an incredibly minor effect, so don't worry about it too much. If you aren't really worried about 100% completion, it's fine. But now we can go and hop on into the biotic compound, which is probably actually over in this building. We can just run. The running animations are so... The game is so janky and I love it. We got that. This is the biotic compound, isn't it? Yeah, no, it is. Just wanted to make sure. And there it
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
And I believe it is that one. Otherwise, I think we do have to go through the entire building. I'm just going to focus Ash on all of that. And Tali... Let's get Tali working towards her shotguns, I think. Yeah, our charm is as high as it can go. That's fine. So now this building should be unlocked. If a button is red, can't push it. Pretty simple. And welcome to one of the very few interiors. This game, while there are quite a lot of varieties on the planets, in terms of interior spaces, you really have only a few options. There is a building like this, there is a spaceship, there is mines, and I think there's one more, but I forget what it is. But generally, they're pretty much all the same layout. Got a lot of cultists. We got some storage lockers that we can steal from. There we go. Some power junctions that we can shoot, but we're not going to because we're gonna try to resolve this peacefully. Because I'm a peaceful man. Peaceful Mr. Shepherd. So obviously over there is where Kyle actually is. We can tell by the, well, you know, the quest marker. Grab a few things from there, and hopefully my charm is high enough. It should be fine.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
So, about this mission. This is one of 6 missions in the game that have, well, okay. Kind of. It's one of 3 missions in the game that have a slight variant of, in terms of dialogue, in terms of relation, depending on your background. If you have chosen the Ruthless background, Shepard and Major Kyle will actually know each other. The Ruthless background is Shepard's win at Torfin, Major Kyle went crazy at Torfin. So there's that. In addition, there are also 3 missions that do not exist unless you are specific upbringings. So once we get back to the Normandy, we will be fine there. Of course, if you want to resolve that non-peacefully, you can go in and just shoot everyone. It's fine. But again, I want to resolve things a little bit peacefully, most of the time. Obviously, like I said, I don't want to go with just the full, only choose the right the top option, because that gets a little bit boring and cliche to just be the entirely good guy, you know? But yeah, another thing that you'll notice is that when you're on other planet, when you're on the surface of planets, you will automatically have a helmet on. I believe that is always required to have the helmet on when you're on said planets. You can toggle those on if you want them at any other point in time, but I'm not really going to bother. In addition, Tully will always wear a helmet. Quarian helmets are a requirement for their species, so you cannot see Tully's face underneath her helmet. Not unless there's some very specific circumstances, all the way in Mass Effect 3, which I will be getting to, of course, because I am a massive simp for Tully. I can't wait to get to a point in either 2 or 3, I don't remember which, when I can just reuse that one title that I used in Persona 5, where I just simp for 20 minutes. And of course, even in Legendary Edition, there's gotta be a little bit of loading jankiness. So yeah, generally, that's kind of how most of these planets go, most of these minor planets. You'll have one little mission, there's a lot of extra exploration stuff. Again, not all the missions are the same. In fact, most missions are a little bit different. There are some planets that are a little more interesting than others. This one, I believe, is a particularly boring planet. Really not much going on. There's the biotic compound, there's all that story, there's a few more minerals out and about. The minerals quest, I believe there are more than you need to find. As in, like, you don't have to find every single material deposit in the entire galaxy. I think there's a couple that you can miss. That said, I did just fall off a cliff. So yeah, what the hell is that? I haven't even gotten to see any tank combat, though, which is a little bit of a shame. Because tank combat is very fun. Not for the whole, like, shooting part. It's, honestly, the tank combat's really easy most of the time. But it's fun because you can run things over. and there's some real jank with that, because the best word to describe Mass Effect 1 is jank. But in a good way. Well, with Legendaryist in a good way. I honestly feel like in the original version of Mass Effect 1, I feel like it's a little bit too janky to really have me want to replay it. But with Legendary Edition, the controls are changed enough. There's some nice enough quality of life things. It's fine. But yeah, I don't really think I'm. Oh, there's some people. There's something firing at us. You can see a little tank combat, maybe. What do we got? We got mercenaries. Hello. Yeah, you can just run things over, and it's great fun. Really, the only thing you really have to worry about is enemy missiles, which are very easy to dodge because you can kind of just jump over them if you want.
Think we're good, Commander?
Anything special in here? Nope. Not at all. Yeah, this is it's a boring planet. Presrop, nothing really to it. Just the Major Kyle quest, 2 mineral deposits, and I think that's it. I'll probably check between episodes, and if I'm wrong about that, I will be back down here for the... Oh, no, obviously there is something else. So yeah, probably episodes like this will be fairly common for a little while, where it's just me kind of controlling... Oh no, is this? Yes, it is. Okay. I mentioned that there is one particular type of fight that is a little bit difficult. These are Thresher Mods. These guys are real tough to deal with. They are really the only difficult thing in the menu. Not every planet has these. There are just some scattered around the galaxy, and yeah, and we're actually kind of glad that we're actually getting to one of these fights. Some tentacles around here. They serve as mini boss fights, and yeah, you can just kind of drive around. The Thresher Mods do give you some pretty good experience when you take them out, but they are not necessary. There's no completion, there's no achievements for defeating every Thresher Mod or anything like that. It's just, you get some good experience for beating them. And yeah, so, there's a lot of hit and run tactics to take on Thresher Mod. In addition, with the Soul Survivor background, well, it's not something that, like, has any gameplay effect, but there is, the mission that has to do with the Soul Survivor background. Soul Survivor is a lot because of Thresher Mods, so, yeah. And let's just drive on the path. Another thing is that the higher your engineering team score, the more efficient your repairs are. It is one of the only things, so pretty much Tali is just really good to bring along anytime that you're on Mako. So, yeah. For defeating Thresher Mod, you get a decent chunk of experience, and you also get some money. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice that we got to see just about everything on this initial planet that we went to. So, that will return to the Normandy. And I think... Major Kyle... Probably have to go back.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
So yeah, just a quick run through of kind of the basics of our space traveling journeys, and next time we continue said space traveling journeys. So until then, see you guys later.